If you are someone who is trying to better yourself, trying to understand yourself more, and from that, you better yourself, you improve yourself, you just want to do good for yourself, you want to enhance who you are, transform for the greater good of yourself, the greater good of the universe. Why the fuck? Why the fuck would you ever have the audacity to sit there, look at someone else you don't fucking know, you do not know them, look at a picture or even from across the street? They're so ugly. Fuck you. Fuck you. I have never known a culture so shallow, so surface level, and practically so obnoxious. People make me fucking sick. They make me want to vomit when they say shit like that, when I hear shit like that. I grew up with people like that. Growing up in school, I mean, it's probably around the world to be fair. Growing up in English high school was vile sometimes because of the shit that used to come out of people's mouths. I used to associate myself with girls who would talk like that, and knowing in my heart it was wrong, but I didn't have the fucking balls to say anything then and there. Thankfully, I do now. So if I was to go back, and this is on me, this is on my fault, because we all do shit that we regret. But I have to be honest, and this isn't me acting like a martyr here, but with all due respect, who the fuck would ever, I mean, and most of the time, the people who actually say this shit, they're not happy with themselves, they're not comfortable with themselves, they don't like themselves. They may hide behind a mask and think that they're the shit, but deep down, you know, in their gut, in their subconscious, in that little lake of sticks that is like bubbling and gurging with black sludge because they're so full of ego and hate and fear. They are not happy with themselves. They don't like themselves. They're sick of themselves. So the only way to forget about that rather than tackle that is to target that shit towards someone else. Whether that someone is not as physically conventionally attractive, people in this world target weakness. And for you to be someone, to look at someone else who you don't know, and I mean, I've experienced it recently, just overhearing a conversation. Oh, look at this picture. She's so fucking ugly. She's so ugly. And I'm like, oh, what? I don't know about that because realistically, what are you? Because I'm not saying you're physically ugly, but from you saying that, I am saying you are ugly inside. And people kind of forget that that is actually something that really fucking matters. It may not sound like this really like roasted, like fiery, like what's the word, insult, like oh you're ugly on the inside, but it's fucking true. Like people don't deep it because a lot of people are like dumb, like not even trying to be nasty, but a lot of people are like really fucking stupid. A lot of people are very smart, but a lot of people are very stupid, and the people who are stupid are the ones who tend to say this shit. They're ugly, they're this, they comment on people's physical appearance, comment on people's weight, on their skin color, on their facial features, on their hair, like, but just in general, even if they don't target something specifically, they just target everything. They're so, in England, they use the word clapped. Oh, you're so clapped, you're so tapped, you're so ugly. And the amount of times I've heard it throughout my life, not specifically towards me, but well, just in general. Excuse me, sorry. When people have been like talking about someone else, I don't know. I just, oh my God, you could say anything. Why the fuck you going for someone's? Because I'm just thinking in my head, do they not realize what that makes them look like when you are someone who's commenting on someone's physical appearance? Do you not realize what that makes you look like? You look like a cunt. Oh my God, I know that's such a harsh word, but I really don't care. You look like a see you next Tuesday. You really, really do. And I'm so fucking tired of it, because these are the same fucking bitches who are talking about self-love and like love your neighbor, like be kind, like honestly, like be so grateful for like having so much love and kindness in your heart. These are the same fucking idiots who were like literally like not even like a few weeks ago, oh she's so ugly, oh look at her face, oh do this, do that, and I'm just thinking in my head, shut the fuck up. And it's such a meme, like it's such a ironic thing. Like it's like they say like the meanest the girls who are like who chat the most shit in school or just in general are the ones posting shit about like love, live, laugh, love on their story online, talk about it, and it's like you love are the worst person to talk about, because again, it's not about being physically ugly, it's internally you are vile, you are obnoxious. There's a thing, it's a shell. This right here, this physical body is a shell. This is not nowhere near what we completely are. This is just a manifestation of um this experience as a human. We are so much more inside. We have souls, man. And like imagine like imagine having an ugly soul. Like people are like, oh, imagine being fat, imagine being pimply, and it's like, shut the fuck up. Imagine being ugly to the core. Ugh, I don't want to look at that. That's the thing. It's because people think I don't want to have to look at that. They're this, they're that, they're proper ugly. Their face is ugly, and I'm like, no, 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 no. You saying that right there, I don't want to look at you anymore. And this could be the most like physically stunning girl, the physically most conventionally attractive girl, boy, anyone. This could be anyone saying this. The reason I keep referring to girls is because just with my personal experience, I've heard girls like these are girls who are very insecure, and they primp themselves up with a lot of fake shit, and just yeah, they're conventionally pretty but internally very, very unattractive. And it's a shame, because a lot of people say, oh, it's such a waste, and I'm like, it's not a waste if this was never put it was never given so much worth, but it has been, unfortunately, in this world. And to an extent it can be beneficial, but because of the way the world has been programmed, it's not always a good thing. We've put too much worth on physical appearance, because there's a difference between being healthy and just being physically pretty or physically attractive. And I think it's important to encourage health mentally, spiritually, and physically. But what's not okay is cover it up. If inherently you are not healthy, but if you just slap on a bit of makeup and get a lot of fake shit done, instantaneously you will be rewarded. And at times that is the case. And I hope that in good time people will start to realize this facade and change, and understand that when you want to genuinely transform, not just physically transform, authentically and internally transform. Because internally, when you heal internal, you show when you heal internally, that will project out externally. And when that is realized over time, I do hope that people understand that we have been so misled. So moral of this video is, if you are someone who wants to transform for the better all round, don't don't prejudge those based on such three-dimensional, shallow, and surface level concepts, because you are a very fucked up person, hypocritical person, if you choose to do so.